Hey Lifer Tribe, happy Thursday and welcome to yet another vlog, Living Life LYFE with your girl Stae.
Tell me you want me down. Done it, I done this before you falling. I won't catch you, don't know I'm stalling. Cause you love to have them all crying. Calling me sweet, telling me you need me. But I'm from a city that's high school. I give them this anymore, I go. Cause you a bad man, you she don't love money. She break grass real fast like conman. Wanna swim down to
Man
the deep
down.
end.
I had to step in and do what I got.
Can you keep it real close?
Hey Lifer Tribe, happy Thursday and welcome to yet another vlog, Living Life LYFE with your girl Stae. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can become a part of the Lifer Tribe. And while you're there, you might as well hit that notification bell so that you never miss any new content. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I owe y'all an apology. I talked about the Atlanta trip. And I talked about the Atlanta trip. 2 videos in a row. Y'all helped me get ready for the Atlanta trip. And I did no vlogging in Atlanta. Well, I can't say no vlogging because I vlogged in the airport a little bit and they had an awesome Zimbabwe exhibit there, which was absolutely amazing. So I did get some of that, but yeah, I ain't gonna play games with y'all. I didn't vlog in Atlanta. I did a little be real. Y'all saw some shops, y'all saw some food, but I didn't vlog in Atlanta. And it's not because nothing went down in Atlanta. It's not because it wasn't an absolutely amazing trip in Atlanta. It's exactly why I didn't vlog in Atlanta. We were on the go. It was just absolutely amazing. Really spent some quality time with my cousin. He invested his quality time into Wallace and I, just poured into us with just amazing business nuggets, just some really valuable information. And then, of course, you know, we had our socializing time with the family, you know, just hanging out on the patio, had some Cubans, turned us on to a couple of wonderful tequilas, and just, I mean, we just had a great time. And for you guys that are also vloggers, you know, it's like sometimes it's not the right time. Like, you don't want to interrupt the moment or kill the vibe with pulling out this big old camera looking like you're on Action News. You know, it's like you just kind of want to go with the flow and, you know, experience the moment and be present and not always working. You know, I don't know, but if you know, you know. So it just wasn't that type of experience where it was like, okay, let's vlog. And it was just way more of a priority for me in those moments to be present than it was to capture them on camera. Like, my cousin and I are both big picture takers, memorializing every experience. And we didn't even think to take pictures until we were like in the driveway with the Uber sitting there. And it's like, oh my gosh, we didn't take any pictures while we were here. So we hurried up and snapped a few. But yeah, it wasn't the time. It wasn't a true like trip to Atlanta. We're going to Atlanta. Like, we went out, grabbed a bite to eat a few times, but really we were just kind of at the house chilling, doing the things, having the conversations, and getting it done. And we were only there from Friday to Sunday. So I apologize, y'all, but the Atlanta trip was absolutely wonderful. There's another on deck, but yeah, it wasn't the time nor the place to vlog, but it was an amazing experience. We had a great time and I can't wait to do it again. So anyway, today is Thursday. I came home. I have been drained. I put that vlog together, so hopefully y'all have already seen it because it did hit yesterday. And so we're just going to start another one. I have some new ideas. I'm excited about where Stae Hall and Living Your Life with Stae Hall is going. The hallway with my husband. A lot of you guys also subscribe to that channel. We have some awesome things brewing for that as well. So we're just going to start this vlog, see where the rest of this week takes us. Preparing for Labor Day. I have a couple of friends coming over, literally a couple we have not seen all summer. Vince and Samantha, we are just missing them. We haven't seen them all summer long, and we usually, hang out more regularly than that. But, life gets in the way. So we're doing that for Labor Day, and I'm just getting prepared for that. I'm going to be doing all the cooking, so getting my grocery list together. But today, I decided I'm going to run to Whataburger real quick and get me a bob. And for those of you who don't know what a bob is, it's a bob, a B-O-B, breakfast on a bun. And I'm just feeling like that today because another thing that we talked about in Atlanta with my cousin is getting to that mountaintop one more time before we are officially senior citizens. So I know, y'all, I have said a million times, I'm starting my health and fitness journey all over again. I'm starting my health and fitness journey all over again. And something happens and I let it derail me. But this time I'm serious. Like, again, if you know, like the times you say it every once in a while, it's kind of like, dang, am I really going to stick to it? But this time I know. So Labor Day is Monday, Tuesday, no games. Detoxing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Getting back into my exercise regimen. My husband and I have decided that we are going to get back to riding our bikes on Saturday and Sunday, walking the trails. We're going to walk at least every day, just walking if we don't do anything else, cutting out pork, cutting out red meat, and we are going to do this through my birthday, which is December 9th. And the only day we're going to kind of give ourselves a break between the day after Labor Day and my birthday is his birthday, which is September 12th. And so we've made dinner reservations, I think, for September 10th, that Saturday, something like that. So we're going to kind of just give ourselves a break on his birthday and go out to eat. But we're still not going to do terrible, but like we're no alcohol, like I said, no red meat, no pork. We're going to be fish, chicken, vegetables, and we're going to that mountaintop one more time with my cousin, getting these bodies right. I'm going into 51 fine and fierce. I've already decided I'm wearing a tight dress for my birthday dinner, and so it's clicked in my mind. Like it's no, and y'all hold me accountable because I know I've said it before and I've done good for a while, but I have made it to the mountaintop before, but I let myself backslide. So this time, no backslide. And like, I already have a picture in my head of what I'm going to look like for my birthday. So I'm manifesting it. I'm visualizing it. I'm seeing myself walking into the restaurant. I'm seeing myself, looking fine, wearing that dress. So it's going to happen, no doubt. So, but today I'm getting a bob. So I'm going to Whataburger. Y'all like my little ugly nice shirt? This is one of the ones I've shown y'all before in one of my Sam's Club hauls. But it does the trick. Nice cotton, little floor, looking like somebody's grandma. Well, I am somebody's grandma. I'm three people's grandma. But it's very comfy. And yeah, this is what I'm rocking to Whataburger real quick because I'm not getting out the car. But let's go get a bob, y'all.
I've been trying my best not to think about you, but you're stuck in my mind. I've been hypnotized by you. Hey, all the suffering and pain got me feeling so good. Cause when it was us,
the sausage, bacon, sausage breakfast on a bun. But I don't want a drink, just the sandwich.
So tell me what
But if I
I'm
could
supposed to
add
do
bacon
just
to
be
that,
alright.
lettuce,
Now you got
tomato,
me
and mayonnaise.
thinking I was messed up.
Alright,
That's all.
okay, so the sausage bob with bacon added to it, along with mayo, lettuce, and tomatoes.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, that'll be $4.75 at the second window for you, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Don't judge me with the sausage sandwich, add bacon, or I could have did the bacon sandwich, add sausage. Either way, I wanted both. Don't judge me. And also, don't judge me for getting lettuce, tomato, and mayo on my breakfast sandwich. My husband and my kids judge me on that. It's good. Don't judge till you try it.
I've been trying my best not to think about you, but you're stuck in my mind. I've been hypnotized by you. Hey, all the suffering and pain got me feeling so blue. Cause when it was us, I was never enough. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, pushing me down instead of pulling me up. So tell me what else.
Hey y'all, so it is much later on Thursday. It's been a really productive day today. I didn't have anything I needed to do outside of the house, so that's always good. When you are in business for yourself, you're literally in the beginning, in business for yourself. Like my company literally has 3 employees, 2 of them being myself and my husband. So a lot kind of falls on your shoulders. But it's very rewarding, because it's for yourself. But the deadlines are no different. The importance of things are no different. And there's a lot of things that you need to do as a business owner, a CEO, what have you, of a new business that may not necessarily be in your wheelhouse. So I say all that to say that I spent a lot of time today kind of fine-tuning some of my graphic design skills and things like that because there were just some things that we needed to change and update and whatever. Because like I said earlier, we have a lot of things in the pipeline that are very exciting, but I needed to spend today literally just in front of the computer doing what needed to be done and learning what I needed to learn. I mean, including actually taking a course. It's a process. There's a lot that's involved, and you have to be willing to invest in yourself and, pay for the courses, sacrifice the time, and just do what you got to do. So that's what I've been doing today. So there wasn't a whole lot to record, and maybe I will, sometime just do a video of kind of a day in the life of an entrepreneur and dig a little deeper into that. So let me know in the comments if that's something that y'all would be interested in, because I would love to share, if you're interested. However, in true Stae form, the packages keep coming, whether there's a lot of work to be done or not. So today I had several packages that arrived. And a lot of these things are going to be things that are going to help me with my organization and different things in the kitchen, because I'm going to give our refrigerator a whole overhaul. I want to get that a little bit more organized. I've already been organizing some of the drawers in the kitchen. Then y'all know, on a different note, I've been struggling with my skin, just had a facial, and she made some recommendations, so I ordered some stuff for that. And then there's other boxes here that I'm not exactly sure what is in the box, but we're going to get into it. Let's see what we got. So I'm going to start with the things that are kind of boxed but not boxed. I don't know if y'all have been experiencing this lately, but Amazon has kind of just been dropping stuff off like, here you go. Like there's no box, no nothing. It's just like, in a bag, completely see-through, in the mailbox or on the porch. Like, one of my girlfriends was just like, oh, let me drop your shirt off to you that I borrowed last week. Like, what the heck is this? So let me know. Are y'all experiencing that from Amazon? I guess maybe they're just like, y'all ordering too much. We can't keep up with the boxes. I don't know. But my cousin, who I was just in Atlanta with, he owns a packaging company. So Amazon, if y'all need somebody, to supply you with some more packaging, let your girl know and I'll hook you up. But yeah, so I'm going to start with the things that I don't actually have to cut open. But this is the first thing, so there was no doubt in my mind what this is. I love, love, love a good Maxi Sundress. And so I'm already thinking though, I want to send this one back. I was excited about it, but I'm not feeling the material. So I already know this is going back, y'all. So this was a little, it still is, a Maxi Sundress that I ordered from Amazon. I really like the little pattern. As you can see, it has pockets. Cute, you know, design, but that's the thing. It's hard to tell when you're looking at it what the material is. But y'all see, this is like that stretch knit dry fit type of material, and that's not, I mean, I love this material in certain things, but yeah, not feeling it for a sundress. I'm gonna try it on to be sure, but there is a good chance this is gonna be going back. It seems like it's definitely long enough, yeah, all the way to my ankles, but I'm not feeling that material. This is more like for workout, yeah, and then you can see the seams, yeah. It's probably gonna be a hard pass on this one, Amazon. I'm sorry, this one's probably going back. But yeah, that's what that was. Looking for something super comfy. I love the, you know, one-stop shop, throw it on, I'm dressed, kick on some sandals, I'm done. But unfortunately, not feeling the material. Not for a sundress. So that was that. I will still link it though, just in case some of y'all might be interested. Like I said, wanted to do storage. So this came just sitting on the porch, just like this. So this is from Cuisinart. It's a 4-piece kitchen storage set. And I plan on using it. Is the picture the same? Oh, the picture's the same on both sides. So just how many? Yeah, 4-piece. So plan on using this to help me in my kitchen organization. So that'll probably be a part of this vlog, or it may need its own vlog. I don't know. But yeah, so just some little storage containers. These all seem to have fruit in them. I'm not probably going to use any of mine for fruit, but just a little something to help me with organizing the kitchen. Let's see what this is. Now this was packaged correctly. What is that? Oh, I needed some more of the little puff things for setting my powder when I'm doing my makeup. I got that tip from Jackie Ina because, well, I thought I had oily skin, and I do have oily skin. It's probably combination, or maybe depends on the day. But I oftentimes put my powder on before I put my cream foundation, just to kind of set it so, you know, it kind of gets ahead of the oiliness or whatever. And I was out of my little puffs, you know, because you can wash them, but, you know, still after a wash or two, you need some new ones. And these are like a little bit of a different shape as well, and a couple of different colors. And then they're also good just to carry one like in your purse, so that if you get oily while you're out and about, you can, you know, they came in black and white. And I like the shape. These are like a rounded triangle, so I thought it would be good for like getting in the creases and the corners. And then they have the little slot, or whatever you want to call it, for your fingers. So I figure get up in here, you know, or in these areas. But then also the bigger part for, you know, bigger parts of your face. So yeah, ordered these, and they're super, super soft. They're like velvety. The other ones, I hope they work as good, because the other ones had more of a straight up cotton feel. So these feel a lot better. So hopefully they work just as good, if not better. So then, of course, came in white as well. So I got those. Let's see what's in this one. Oh, the first thing, another thing for the fridge that I needed is the little egg container. And I always get the 18 pack. So this one is perfect. It's for 18 eggs. So you just take, so you're not just sliding the egg carton from the store in there. And then the little lid, but you can see your eggs. And I love it because I use organic brown eggs. And so I'm really into the neutral colors and all that. So I think they'll actually look pretty. So yeah, got this. And I will put a link for all of this stuff in the description box. But I thought it was cool that I didn't have to get like 2 12s, that they actually came in the 18, because that's what I always get. So what else is in here? Oh, got my olive oil bottles. I'm not going to bother to take them out, but yeah, I use olive oil every day for something. So this is just the little set, and it comes with the pour spout and all of that, and it's a set of 2. So I think I may put olive oil in one and maybe apple cider vinegar in the other one, or I'm not really sure, but they're 17 ounces. But yeah, that's what that is. So then that way I can kind of, you know, when I use my olive oil and stuff, if I have it out, it's aesthetically pleasing and not just like a vat of olive oil sitting there that you want to hurry up and throw back in the pantry. You know, just to make the things that you use on a regular basis as aesthetically pleasing as possible. Especially nowadays, you know, as you can see, I have a very open concept living and dining area, and which a lot of people do these days. So it's like, you know, if I'm having company over and maybe I just cook something or whatever, you know, you just want things to look nice because it's all one area. You know, we're going to be sitting here in the living room, maybe enjoying the fireplace, and then here's the dining table. But this over here is straight up kitchen, you know, so you just want your things, you know, your house is lived in, but it's just important that, you know, you're not living amongst eyesores. That's just my take, because it's not like back in the day. Like the house I grew up in, you never saw the kitchen unless you were straight up going to the kitchen. The kitchen was definitely its own closed in room, and you know, whatever. Well, it's not like that anymore. Everything is there for everybody to see from the minute they walk in the door. So just trying to keep things, and then, you know, you don't want to always have to be like, oh, let me put this back in the pantry, let me put this back in, because you're using it all the time. So that is kind of where I am now. And especially too when you're doing your fresh flowers and, you know, just things to make the house look pretty, you don't want a jug of oil sitting out on the counter. So all right, let's see what's in this one. Oh, so this, and y'all know that's my color. This is a new little single omelet pan, just to make it a little easier to make my omelets. I had a copper one to match my other pots and pans, but one of my sons like destroyed it with making grilled cheese sandwiches and having the fire up way too high. So for a minute, I was just like, you know what? That's just your pan. You destroyed it. Evidently, you don't know how to control the flames and you want to burn stuff up. So that's just your pan. So whatever you cooking, you're going to cook in that pan. And so it got to the point that no matter how much he cleaned it, no matter what, as soon as some heat hit that pan, the whole house was smelling like burnt something. So we had to end up throwing it away, and I had to get him another pan that was just for him, that he was more comfortable with, but nevertheless, it wasn't, you know, to my standards for cooking. So I'm like, I never did replace. And then I found one, a non-stick one, really nice on Amazon in my color. So this is supposed to be like where you don't even have to use any oil or anything. You can beat your eggs, put them in here, add your stuff, and make the perfect size omelet. Because I told y'all, I'm serious about this stuff. Ain't nobody playing no games. I am going into 51 at the top of that mountain, looking and feeling my best. So there will be a lot of veggie omelets in my future. And again, it's a lot easier to kind of eat right and do the things you need to do when you have the tools to make it as easy as possible. So that's what we're working on with stuff like this. So these, not gonna open them out, I'm sure y'all can see. They're just the little stirrers for coffee. I'm gonna probably put them, I have my sugar substitute in a little mason jar, because my little aesthetic around here is kind of like the boho chic or, you know, farmhouse chic type thing. So I do have some mason jar decor. I have a mason jar cookie jar, a mason jar utensil holder by the stove, and then my sugar substitute, my Splenda, is in a mason jar. So I have another little mason jar I'm going to put these stirrers in to kind of have everything be able to stay out and be by my little coffee station again, so I'm not always digging for stuff. And I make coffee every single day, sometimes a couple of times a day, and ain't nobody trying to make all those dishes all the time, so no need to have to grab a new spoon every time I make coffee. Why not get 9 million of these for like $5 and throw them in a little mason jar, put it by your coffee station, and you're good to go. So that's what this is. And it's not 9 million, but I think, yeah, it's 1,000. And I know I didn't pay more than $10 for these. Probably nowhere near $10. I don't remember. But that's what this is. And this, last but not least, is something that I just kind of learned about. And I told my sister because I thought I was telling her something. And she's like, I've been had one of those. But I didn't know. So this is a dish drying mat. Again, in my color. And I love this design. I can't remember what it's called, but I have a couple of rugs in the house with this pattern. And the sheets I just bought my son for college, they're gray and white in this design. But a drying mat for your dishes. So I do use my dishwasher, but as we have become empty nesters, I use it less and less because we don't accumulate as many dirty dishes. Thank you, Lord. And then there's always just been those things like my Yeti cups, you know, your pots and pans, just different things that you don't put in the dishwasher. So we've always had just the drying rack, but water accumulates under there. And I see on this little picture, they have like a rack on top of it. So I might get one of those without, you know what, I'm going to order that today. See, I'm learning stuff all the time because all I knew about is the actual drying rack that has the little rubber mat or whatever, but those things start accumulating water and you have to keep them clean, you know, because standing water, it can mildew and mold and smell horrible. So it was like that was a whole nother job in and of itself. And again, not that aesthetically pleasing. So it was the whole thing of remembering as soon as the dishes were dry to put that away and just a whole ordeal. So I got hip to this and I'm like, oh my gosh. So that's, you know, in my color, of course. I can lay it out, the couple of little dishes that need to dry, just set on here. But this is something that can go in the washer. I can fold it up, put it in the cabinet with my dish towels and things like that. And it's not this big, bulky, cumbersome thing that I have to wash and dry and find a space for. So I was excited about this. So I'm get this, but I see the little, rack for like your plates and stuff, and it's like, duh, yeah, I guess you wouldn't want to be stacking plates on this thing. But yeah, so I'll be ordering that as soon as we get off this camera to put that on top. But then your glasses and things like that you can just set right on the mat. And like I said, this is so easy. You can just throw it in the washer dryer and fold it up and put it away. So machine washable and highly durable, folds and stores easily, fast drying. Says all that right on the back, so you know it's true. But yeah, so this was the other thing I got. So again, just looking for things just to make life a little easier. And it kind of ties into what I was saying earlier. When you are, you know, running your own business, you're an entrepreneur, you tend to spend more time working than when you were in corporate, you know, if you ever have had a corporate job, because corporate, there's kind of that start time and end time. And you may have to take some work home every once in a while, but you know, you're pretty much in the confines of those hours. Well, when you're working for yourself and you're trying to make it happen, you're working constantly. You know, there's always something that could be done. There's always something that could pop up. And the more corners you can cut on other things, the more you can focus on your business. So that's just what I've been focusing on these past couple of months, is just streamlining things in every aspect of my life so that I'm not getting burnt out, I'm not getting stressed out, things aren't piling up on me, whether they be personal or professional. I can just kind of make it all flow and just have things work in a way where it's as easy as possible. So these little tips and tricks and gadgets are a good start to getting to that. And again, Now with it just being Wallace and I, things are already a little easier. So why not, you know, just put the finishing touches. And so anything I find that it's like, oh, that's good. And I'm telling y'all, if you have a problem with organization, really try to work on that, because the more organized you are, the more time it frees up and the easier things become. And if you have just like a mess and a lot of chaos, it may be a little difficult and frustrating trying to make sense of it all at first and trying to figure out a way to get everything organized. But I'm telling you, once you do, it's like psh, piece of cake. So that's where I am now. Now this last box is from Sephora, and I know exactly what's in it. A lot of y'all probably already use these products. I've heard about them a million times over, just never, you know, took the plunge to go ahead and do it because I didn't know. But it's Dermalogica, and I hope that's what's in here. But when I got my facial the other day, this is what she recommended for me, and she told me to try this little starter set just to be sure. And so I got online that day to Sephora, $39.50, and it is their Dermalogica Discover Healthy Skin, and it's kind of like, you know, like I said, your starter set. So it comes with double cleanse, I guess, which is exactly what it says. It's the cleanser, so a special cleansing gel. It comes with an exfoliator, which is a daily micro exfoliant. So it's something that you can use every day. So I guess it's not quite as harsh as a regular exfoliator, because she did say I should probably exfoliate no more than 2 to 3 times a week, but this says daily. And then hydrate skin smoothing cream. So these aren't full size, but but why is there a guy on here? Does it matter? Did I order the wrong one? It doesn't say men or women. It's just a little deceiving, because there's a guy here on the front, and then there's a different guy on the side. Can y'all see that as well? So, but it doesn't say like for men, and she didn't tell me that there was a for men or women. But anyway, so yeah, it comes with the cleansing gel, a toner, which I didn't even see the toner on the back. It says 1, 2, 3. But yeah, the picture shows a toner. So let's see what's in this box. Let's get into it. But yeah, she just wanted me to try it, see if I like it, if I see a difference. And then I'll be going back to her probably before I'm finished with all of this. And then she can kind of probably assess my skin and compare to what it was last time. Because I think I'm going to do the microdermablation next time. But y'all already know me and opening stuff, so don't say nothing. See, that wasn't even that bad. Oh, double cleanse, so it's like a duo, so you get the, so that's why it's 2. Okay, well, see that, I gotta say, y'all, there's a lady on the back, but she seems like she's a dermatologist. But it doesn't say for men. Y'all, I mean, I know y'all have used Dermalogica before. Does it matter, men or women? Is there different ones? It doesn't say, so probably not. But this is what it looks like. So here are all your little pieces, parts, and then there's a little pro tip on the back from the dermatologist. So I'm going to start using this probably tonight and see, but my skin still feels like I don't have anything on today, you know, no makeup, not doing any of that. I did my little regimen this morning, but I did take it down a couple of notches. I didn't use quite as many different lotions and potions and serums as I use normally, but I have noticed a big difference since the facial. I mean, my skin has felt like silky smooth. It's just now, and I got that facial on Thursday, I think, and so it's Thursday again, so a week today, and it's just now starting to feel like back to normal, for lack of a better word, to how it was before, because it's been feeling great since that day. And I've only put on makeup like maybe 2 or 3 times since then. I think 2 times, and it has gone on a lot smoother and just looked better. So I definitely noticed a difference. So I'm going to keep up with that because I want to do what's best for my skin. I want it to look its best. I want it to feel its best. And when she told me my forehead was dehydrated, that made me feel some kind of way. And then when I said, well, my lips have been dry, well, they probably dehydrated too. So I've been trying to drink more water as well. But once I get full speed ahead with this new health and wellness. Like I said, Tuesday, I ain't playing no games. I'll be more concentrating on drinking my water, at least a gallon a day. Now, it might take me about a week to get there, but once I get there, because I used to do it, so once I get there, it'll be fine. But just so you guys know, if you're thinking about doing it, make sure whenever you first start drinking all of that water in one day that you are somewhere where you can get to a restroom quickly, because I know it's just not me. I've talked to other people that when you first start introducing a gallon of water a day into your regimen, you're going to have to pee like every 15, 20 minutes. And that's not even just getting to the gallon. It's just that when your body first starts getting more water than it's used to, it just is constantly flushing it out, which is a good thing, because it's not just flushing out the water, it's flushing out the excess water weight that we have. It flushes out a lot of toxins, and it's just kind of, your body has to get used to it, but it's a constant, cycle. So you don't want to start drinking all that water and be going on a day trip somewhere or on some kind of long hike, because you're going to need to go to the restroom. You're not going to want to go to the movies for those first few, because you're going to miss half the movie, because you're going to be getting up, I promise you, every 15 to 20 minutes, especially if you're a woman of a certain age, and we go a little more frequently than we used to anyway. So I'm just letting y'all know, because I have my bottle, and I'll show y'all that before the end of this vlog, hopefully, because I don't feel like getting up and digging it out. But I do have my big gallon jug that I got from Amazon with all the little, inspiration. You can do it, almost there. And then it has the time, so you'll know, like, okay, I drank enough for now, and, whatever. So it's cool. But yeah, y'all, that's what I got today. And so tomorrow morning, we're going to get up and start organizing this kitchen. You know what? There's a couple of dishes in the sink right now that I might just let sit to the morning so we can do it together. And if y'all hear that snoring in the background, bless his heart. My husband came home today not feeling so well. He has terrible allergies, and then I think it's kind of mixed with a cold. He tested for COVID. It's no COVID, but he took a little medicine, and I made him a medicine ball tea. He got one from Starbucks this morning on his way to work, and then I made him one when he came home. But he's in there knocked out, and I can hear him. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but yeah, he calling them hogs, as my grandmother used to say. So anyway, y'all, pray for him. All right, guys, so there has been just a little bit of a change of plans. I know I said that today we would be organizing the refrigerator and the kitchen. Y'all can see back there is everything that I unboxed with you guys yesterday. But Wallace got sick, so having to switch things up a little bit, because I got to take care of my man. He's not feeling well, and so I decided I would do my homemade chicken noodle soup for him to kind of get him back feeling better and on his feet again. I've been making him the medicine ball teas and, just doing all the things, but I figured there is nothing to cure what ails you better than some old-fashioned chicken noodle soup. So I thought it would be fun to make it with y'all. And I've been lonely the last 24 hours because he has retreated to the guest bedroom to allow me to kind of sanitize our entire bedroom, strip the bed, get the sheets and comforter and everything cleaned and all of that, because he doesn't want me to get sick. So he's just such a doll. And I did give him a choice. I'm like, do you want to stay down here in the main bedroom, or do you want to go to the guest bedroom? And he decided to go to the guest bedroom. So I did not kick my husband out, kick him to the curb, kick a man while he's down. That was his choice. But yeah, so we will get to organizing the refrigerator probably in a future vlog, like meaning in the next couple of days. But today, y'all, we get ready to make some old-fashioned chicken noodle soup.
You know that I want to be good for you. You know that I want to be good for you. I do. But sometimes someone was bad for me. Sometimes someone was bad. Oh, can't you see? I'm just being weak. I think you know that I care for you. I think you know that I care for you, I do. But sometimes I can't be there for me. Sometimes I can't be there, baby, can't you see that I'm just being me? Sometimes we just colliding and we keep on fighting, but we'll be okay, cause we got
Alright, y'all, so we're getting ready to get this chicken noodle soup going. I chopped up all of our vegetables. Didn't want to make y'all sit through that whole thing in real time, so I kind of inserted everything. But just to let you know, I did the white onion, and it's just about a whole white onion. Sometimes I do a whole onion just depending on the size, but this one was like huge, so I cut about 1/4 of it off. And then 2 stalks of celery. And that's kind of to taste. I'm not a huge celery texture type of person, so I kind of chop it up small, and Wallace isn't a real big fan of the texture either. So the smaller the better, but we like the flavor. And the same with onions. If you're not a big onion person, don't be scared of the amount of onion because it will kind of cook down, and you'll see that in one of the steps. And then I do between 3, 4, 5 carrots, because again, it's hard to say because when you get the vegetables, a lot of times they're different sizes, so I don't want to say. So y'all know how I do. It's a little bit of this and a little bit of that with everything that I cook, but I kind of do everything to taste and to sight. And then we have some parsley, just a little bit of that, a little bit, and then a teeny bit of dill. So those were the things, and please ignore the dishwasher because, you know, I had to start the dishwasher. So that is what we have chopped up, and then I have my chicken thighs over here that have been cleaned, and I've removed most of the fat. I leave a little bit on just for flavor, but I've taken care of those as well. So I do boneless, skinless thighs. I don't do breast, just because they're dry. And so for years when I first started making chicken noodle soup and a lot of chicken dishes, I used breast, right? Because I was supposed to be the best cut of the meat or whatever, you know, save the big part of the chicken for daddy, that type of thing. But I just find that thighs work a lot better. So the next step in this whole process, let me see here. My son is texting me. It's a picture, so there's no emergency, so I'll check it later. But I'm also trying to do a little reel here at the same time, so I'm multitasking. But the next step is just the wet ingredients, which is just water and chicken broth. And I'm gonna get those going. And this is probably about 6 cups of water or so. So I'm gonna put that in my pot. And then I'm going to use my chicken broth. And I'm gonna use the whole, this is the biggest size of the chicken broth. This is the 48 ounce. And I'm going to use this whole thing, the family size, in here for our chicken broth. Isn't that funny, using chicken broth to make chicken broth? Because I didn't make it the old-fashioned way. I don't even know if I know how to make actual chicken broth. I mean, I think it would be common sense maybe, but I ain't even going to say because I don't know. And then I'm going to add a little sea salt. Is this even recording, y'all? Yeah, it's recording. Shoot, get ready to mess up my reel. And just to what I think would be about a tablespoon, not a lot. And then I'm gonna put this on the stove, and once this comes to a boil, I'll come back to y'all and we'll go ahead and add the chicken and just start building our recipe from there. All right, y'all, so you're not going to see me too much in this clip because I want y'all to see what's going on here. So our water is boiling, and I have our clean, deboned, defatted chicken thighs, and I'm going to go ahead and put those in the water. And I already have this little saute pan over here heating up a little bit, preheating. But I'm going to put these chicken thighs into our boiled water, and I have, I think, 3 or 4. So that was 1, 2, 3, because this one was big, and it's just the 2 of us. So that's number 3 in there. So the chicken's in there. Gonna let those boil for a second, and then over here, I'm going to saute our onions and celery just a little bit. So I'm just gonna drizzle a little olive oil in the pan. Let that heat up just a little bit, and then the onions and celery that we diced up earlier are both gonna go in here. I think I'm gonna do the onions first. Turn this down because I'm not trying to get popped. I'm such a good little wifey, y'all. The onions, spread those out a little bit, and then add my celery. And then I'm just gonna saute these down until the onions start to brown a little bit. And then we're gonna add it to our broth and chicken over here. All right, y'all, in true Stae form, we're gonna put another little spin on it. Y'all know how I don't like to waste. So I had some red, yellow, and orange peppers. So chop those up real quick, and they're going into the mix. Isn't this what they call the Trinity in New Orleans? So I hope I don't mess up the chicken noodle soup for my husband. But I was like, we still got a lot of peppers. I ain't wasting these peppers. So if you're copying this recipe, wait until later to add this step, because we don't know how it's going to turn out. All right, y'all. So these have cooked down pretty nicely. So time to add it to our broth, and hope I don't make a mess doing so. Oh, what am I doing over here? That's too hot. See, I be causing all kind of problems. Let me put this in this thing. Alright, turn this fire off and add this mixture into our broth. Okay, I didn't do too bad, not wasting too much. No, I ain't gonna waste. Got on the side. Give it a little stir. And now I'm going to go get our carrots. We're going to add our carrots into the mixture. And whenever I add a cooler ingredient and the boiling stops, you know, you always want to wait to bring it back to a boil again. So that's what we're going to do, and we'll move on from there. All right, so we are back to a boil, and so the next thing we want to do is add about 2 tablespoons, again to taste, of minced garlic, or you can use a whole clove of fresh garlic. Up to you. I wasn't in the fresh garlic mood today. Really, I didn't have any. And then the noodle of your choice. Some people use like the rotini noodles. Some people actually use like spaghetti noodles and just break them up. I like the egg noodles when I can get them open. Where are my scissors? So I'm going to use this whole pack of noodles. And kind of mix it in. And again, let this come to a boil. And what I probably should have done, what would have been smart, is to take my chicken out before I put my noodles in, but it's fine. Because I'm going to take the chicken out and just set it over here in the pan where I sauteed our onions and celery and peppers. Just make sure I don't get any of the noodles on here. And then we're gonna kind of start to shred this up, and then we'll deposit it back into our mixture. I'll be back. All right, so the chicken is all nice and shredded, and we're going to introduce this back into the main pot with the broth, the carrots, the noodles, and all of that. Oh, that looks good, y'all. Give it a little mix. And then we're going to add some of our fresh parsley that we chopped up earlier. You don't have to use all of it, and I'm not. And then our dill. Good deal. It's all sticking to my fingers. And then just kind of incorporate all of that. Turn this down to low and just kind of let it simmer. And now would be a good time. I know y'all tired of me disappearing. To add just a little more salt. And of course, we need our black pepper. And I love black pepper. You can't have too much black pepper. And then once that's in there, mix it one more time for good measure. And then I'm going to put the lid on this and probably let it simmer for about another 20 minutes or so, and add some more broth if it cooks down too much. But I'll be back to y'all when it's ready to serve. So, Mission Chicken Noodle Soup has been completed. And I'm about to dig in and tear my bowl up. Unfortunately, Wallace doesn't have much of an appetite right now, but that's just right now, because I am telling him if he can get it together and eat this chicken noodle soup, he's gonna be a brand new man. But it was a labor of love. I hope you guys enjoyed the little tutorial with my little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. Did not turn out the way I planned it all. But you know, you gotta go with the flow. When life throws you lemons, you make chicken noodle soup. We had some plans for Labor Day weekend. Some friends were coming over, just one other couple, but I had to let them know I didn't think it was a good idea because even though today is just Friday, I don't know how long Wallace is going to be under the weather. And, you know, it's just with everything that's going on these days, you don't want to be having people over to the crib when you got the heebie-jeebies, oochie-owies. So, yeah, but anyway, let me show y'all my chicken noodle soup real quick. As always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and sticking with your girl even when things are a little cray-cray, because this one has been cray-cray. But I'm not off the hook. I still have to organize that refrigerator and get everything taken care of. But, you know, family first. Husband, man down. I had to step in and do what I gotta do. So we will be getting back to, we'll be getting back to getting that refrigerator organized and whatever else is going to jump off with your girl Stae Hall. So if you want to stay tuned and you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and then hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a single video. Also, jump over to Instagram and TikTok and follow your girl at Stae Hall. I really appreciate it. I mean, I need to see y'all everywhere I am. But until next time, guys, in all seriousness, I love each and every one of you to bits and pieces. And be sure to be kind and love one another, but never forget to live your life LYFE. Love yourself first explicitly. I'll see y'all in the next one.